Good afternoon, good evening. That's better, right. There we go. Hang on, put that there. Everything's in the right place. Gosh, it's hot today. Oh, this is what happens, you say. Anyway, good afternoon. Sort of. We're nearly there. Right. You can just sit there and have a look, have a listen. If you want to do, if you do want to have a listen to the show as it's going out, usual place, brumsideradio.com, of course. You can jump in here and have a little chat. Absolutely anything. Anyway, I'm just waiting for the news to appear. That'll be coming. Anyway, welcome to the studios. Community radio station based in Kings Heath, Birmingham. And I'll be here for the next 2 hours. Like I said, if you want to, unfortunately, due to the regulations in YouTube, we can't actually, I can't actually have the volume up, can't have the speakers on, otherwise this would be probably the quickest live ever. So if you do want to listen to the show whilst it's going out, the address is in the description. Hey Rab, welcome. Oh, it's going to be a good show today. What year are we doing? Hang on. I don't even know myself. What year are we doing? Oh, yeah. 1992 today. Where we're heading to. Hang on. I found a way of not doing that. 1992. No brand new entries in the top 10 this week. But we do have a brand new number one. So, how's Norway? Loads of time. Early 90s, yep, 1992. Yeah, some good songs. Bit of Curtis Stigers, who have we got? Metallica as well. They were in the top 10. So I'll get to play a bit of Metallica today as well, which is good. '17, yeah, yes. Same as us, it's about 17, 18 degrees here, so that's not too bad, is it, for May? Of course, over here we've got, it's the bank holiday weekend. So it's our holiday weekend, which means that nobody works tomorrow. So we've got some decent weather at last. What else is going on? Just about to head into the news. Usual things in the usual places. Now we're not doing too bad. So what's your week been like then? So we'll take the lid off then. Yeah, it'll be an interesting show today. Three, nice. No, not bad. It'll be probably an interesting live for everyone today because I've got some fellow presenters coming in. They're having a bit of training. So if you see strange people on this live, don't worry. They are meant to be here. I'm just going into the news. Get my weather ready. Yeah, largely fine. Sunny spells. Clear spells tonight. Largely dry as well. That's not bad. Ooh. Yeah, cars are expensive. I had a bit of work done on my van as well today, so it's probably going to need some more. So that's probably going to be, well, a lot of money. It's probably going to be cheaper to buy a new van. Let's just put it that way. The amount of work that needs to be done on it, it'll be cheaper to buy a new van. The problem is I can't afford a new van. It's one of those. It's done well. It's what, 16? Yeah, 16 years old. What kind of van? Transit. No, just a normal transit van. Not a standard transit van. It's done very well. Where are we? Oh, we're in the news. Okay. Yeah, normal transit van. But yeah, it's 16, about 16, 17 years old. It's done very well. It'll be me in a bit. Yeah, so we've got some good songs on the way. Just want to check my. That's okay. That's okay. Is that, yeah, everything's absolutely fine, and that's fine there. Wonderful. Perfect all the time. Yes, they certainly are, which is why I'm looking for a second-hand one. But even that's probably going to be £2,000-3,000 maybe. 30 seconds. 18 degrees? 18, has it changed? 18 degrees. Right. Let's, yeah, at least £2,000 to £3,000. Right, let's get this weather done, shall we? Better. So largely fine this afternoon. Sunny spells, however, scattered showers may break out during the afternoon. The early evening showers, they'll fizzle out to leave a largely dry overnight period. Some clear spells as well. I mean, at the moment, it's absolutely glorious out there, especially here in King's Heath. Everybody out enjoying themselves in this bank holiday weekend. Some mist and fog may form in places overnight as very, very light winds. Temperatures are very decent, 18 degrees. Right, that's them off for 3.5 minutes. Yeah, it's not bad today. Sort of what you'd expect for spring. Yeah, middle of spring, of course, being into May. Yeah, the van, yeah, it's not looking too good. I need to win the lottery. That's what I need to do, is win the lottery. Just enough so I can buy myself a brand new van. That'll do. That'll do very well. Anyway, yeah. Need a pen. Right. Oh, I haven't got any paper. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I've got paper. Right. Right, I've got some paper. Lovely. I've got a pen. Yeah, let's just check, does my pen work? Yep, pen works, that's good. Right, I'm ready. Yeah, Boyzone, love me for a reason. Of course, you'll probably remember the original as well, won't you, Rab? Partridge Family. It was a Partridge Family, wasn't it? Osmonds, yeah. Osmond's Partridge Family, didn't you? Yeah, you like Boyzone? Yeah. Of course, the Osmonds originally did it. I'm sure the Partridge Family did it on their show. Or David Cassidy. I'm sure he did it as well. Or at least a version of it. Ah, right. There are some very important football matches going on today. Aston Villa. Let's have a look. Yeah. Yes, and because Man City won, I mean, Arsenal did very well. Yeah, Villa away at Brighton. Yeah, that is going to be a very important match. I mean, I think they're safe in fourth, just looking at the table. It's Arsenal and Man City that are going to be the interesting ones, isn't it? Mind you, Liverpool, Tottenham. Go on then. Liverpool, Tottenham. Who's going to win? There we go, starting it off with a bit of Boyzone, why not? Welcome to the lunch break, everything from the 90s between now and 2 o'clock this afternoon, some brilliant songs on the way. We'll also be telling you more about what's happening later on, how you can get in touch with us as well, and also looking for your requests and dedications. Talking of the top 10, yes, how many do you remember? So if this is the very first time you're listening to me this afternoon, welcome along. My name is Richard Laundon. Like I say, I'm here until 2 o'clock this afternoon, everything from the 90s between now and 2 o'clock. And what we do for the first hour, we go back into the archives and we take a look at what was in the charts this week in a certain year, the top 10 for this week. And we're going back to 1992. A very interesting top 10, by the way. No brand new entries. No brand new entries at all. Some really, really good songs. And we've got a brand new number one. We'll get on to that just before 1 o'clock. Now, if you want to get in touch with us, the usual numbers apply: 07858 127 186. Text and WhatsApp to that number, of course. WhatsApp, absolutely free. Text messages, depending on your network and your contract, may be charged. And do remember, put your name onto your messages as well, so we know who you are. Any requests between now and 2, anything from the 90s, get those thinking caps on. Who would you like to hear? I was going to say see. Who would you like to hear on the radio between now and 2 o'clock? Starting off, a non-mover, last week's number 10, this week's number 10, for 10 sharp. Yeah, it's going to be one of those matches, isn't it? That I mean, Liverpool need to win. Well, well, I don't know. I mean, you see, Liverpool can't be caught. They're safe in third, I think. I think they're certainly safe in third. I don't think Tottenham will get into fourth. So it's one of those, it's sort of become a non-match, really, hasn't it? The result, I mean, either side could win, but a draw wouldn't hurt either. It's not as if they're going to win the league. They're not really going to drop down. I can't see Tottenham being overtaken by Newcastle. I think they're both safe where they are, so wouldn't surprise me if at this point of the season they play for a draw. I mean, stranger things have happened. Yeah, stranger things have happened anyway. We shall see. It's the and again with the Villa match. I mean, I don't think they'll catch. They certainly won't catch Liverpool, but they're sort of safe in probably another 6 points. They're safe in fourth. That will do them well. Maybe 5. Or 4. I think 4 actually. What are they on? They're on 67, aren't they? If they can get to about 72 points at the end of the season, I think they're okay. Anyway, welcome along. Blimey, I've got a lot of people here. Anyway, good afternoon, welcome. If you do want a request to be heard on the radio, then just pop them into the chat. Super chats are available, by the way. You don't have to use those. It's not compulsory. So in anything from the 90s, if you do want to listen along, sadly, of course, this being YouTube, we can't have the audio on because this would be a very, very quick live. It would get muted. The idea eventually is to get over onto TikTok so that you'll be able to hear the audio at the same time anyway. Right, let's go back and explain about the charts. Shall we? 10 chart, right? I've got any information about them. There we go. Oh, they're Dutch. There we go. That's your number 10 this week in 1992. Now then, I wouldn't be at all surprised if you didn't know anything about that group. They're called 10 Sharp, and they're sometimes labelled as a one-hit wonder because they're best known for that very song, hit in 13 countries. 2 members, now they are still going. And they're a Dutch band from Amsterdam, still going, surprisingly. They were actually initially called Streets. It ran for a couple of years in the early 80s, and then they became 10 Sharp in 1984, and they're still going. Now the members actually do write songs for other people. They write a lot of songs for other people, and they brought in a singer called Marcel to put some vocals onto the demos that they'd written for other people. And it sort of backfired because when the labels, the record labels, heard the demos that weren't really meant for release, they heard the demos with Marcel's vocals on them, they thought, well, that's very good, let's release them. So that's what they did. So there we go, 10 Sharp. Like I say, I do not know of them at all. I've never heard of any other songs. I mean, we don't have any more songs for them anyway. Last week's number 8, this week's number 9. And that's a song that never really gets played, which is quite a shame because it's a brilliant song. Michael Jackson and Mystery Girl, who of course is Cider Garrett. In the Closet. There we go, we got Ozzy Osbourne, Hellraiser. Oh, yes. Yep, certainly are. Yes, and I got Hellraiser, hang on. I don't believe this. Hang on. Hang on. Motorhead, Hellraiser. Okay. Let's just go and grab that. Yeah, I'll just load that one in. Yes, surprisingly, we didn't have that song. I mean, we've got quite a lot of Ozzy's solo material, but not Hellraiser. I've got Motorhead, but that's a different song, isn't it? Oh, this will please Russ. Hang on a minute. Throw this into the rock. Throw that in. Right. So, how do you think Norway are going to do in Eurovision? We're getting close, aren't we? Let's talk Eurovision. Why not? What do you think? That's an interesting start. It's lovely. I've got 9 minutes left. Get rid of you. Yeah, where's my mouse gone? Yes, what do you think? Eurovision? Yeah? Well, I don't know. Yeah. It's going to be one of those strange things. Fish. Internal exile. You know. Yeah, I mean the UK song. It's a good song, but I was watching the rehearsals, and I don't know. I don't think it's going to do as well as people expect. I mean, top half, but it's certainly not going to be in the top 5. Actually, let's. I don't know. It's just one of those, isn't it, that I think, like previously, is we'll see on the night. It's going to be an interesting contest. I mean, the staging is really good. Malmo have done some good work in their arena. Yes. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, just reading about this internal exile song. Apparently, Fish wrote it expecting it to be released under the Marillion name, but it never happened. And so he released it himself about 4 or 5 years later. Like that. No. Never heard it. But we're going to play it anyway. Oh boy, right. Anyway, it's a bit folky. Okay, I will look out for that one because Fish does write some very good songs. Of course, Marillion, brilliant group. And no, we don't want you. Thank you very much. Oh, right. Go away. Right. Okay, right, that's those in. Right. I shall let another. Curtis Stigers. Yeah, we've got a lot of songs that were falling today. So anyway, welcome. 4 people in, that's lovely. These lives really do seem to be going well. Anyway, yeah, so if you do have any questions about radio, anything like that, just have a chat. You can even chat amongst yourselves, why not? I'm expecting somebody in. They should have been here by now, but it doesn't matter. I'm here for a couple of hours, so actually the lights have gone on. It looks like somebody's coming. That'll be exciting for you. You'll be able to meet some other presenters. It's 3:33. Check on those. Okay. Checking them. Right. Anyway, brilliant. So, yeah, so what am I doing this afternoon? Well, obviously I'll be heading back, presumably I'll be watching the Villa match, but then of course we've got the Grand Prix this evening, haven't we? Miami. It's been a good weekend so far in Miami. Interesting results. That's a very good track. I like that. In 2 minutes. I mean, for a street circuit, it's very good. Very, very technical. No, nobody coming in? No. Let's see if we've got any. Right. A bit of time. That's okay. That's going to be okay there. I'm going to that and that, and then we've got that. Stop you, and then we've got that. Wonderful. Oh, timings. Yeah. I wish never managed to meet him. Bit of a shame. It was. It's one of our other presenters who does a show midweek. They're bringing in somebody that's going to be starting a show, so they just need a bit of training, you don't really need training for the way we've got it set out. It's just watch what somebody else does and off you go, pretty much. I remember when I first started, I was just basically brought into the studio and shown the equipment. Obviously, we didn't have computers then. It was like, there's your mixer, there's your CDs, there's your vinyl. You know, open that fader to talk, close it when you don't want to speak, and off you go. And to be perfectly honest, it's still pretty much like that. Right. Who's that? Curtis Tigers. Yeah, Curtis Tigers. And you're all that matters to me. You're listening to the lunch break here on Brumside Radio. Yeah, Curtis Tigers, last week's number 6, this week's number 8. So a fall of 2 places. And remember, you can still get in touch with us. 07 858 127 186. Text and WhatsApp to that number, of course. Now then, on the way next, we've got week in, week out, Tristan Harris and the news stories, national and local, from the last 7 days. That's coming up at 2 o'clock, of course. It's going to be a very, very busy show. Of course, we had the local elections, didn't we? We had, well, we didn't have local. We had, it was the PCC, so the Police and Crime Commissioner and the West Midlands Combined Mayor. We didn't actually have local elections, did we, for MPs and whatnot? But the results were very, very interesting. Yes, Andy Street, the Mayor of Birmingham, or the Mayor of West Midlands, he's gone. Gone, yes. He was so convinced that he was going to win, wasn't he, and do another term as mayor. But he's gone. I mean, it was very close. They even had to do a recount. So, I think Tristan would like to know your views on that. And yeah, the Tories did suffer very, very big losses. Should they just put in for a general election sooner rather than later? When people are saying it's going to be, general election is probably going to be November, October, November. Well, what do you think? Should they do it now? Get those questions in for Tristan. 07 858 127 186. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been amazing few days. Obviously, Thursday we had the elections, which means parts of the country had local elections as well, by-elections for. And, we had so we've got a new mayor of the West Midlands. Our old mayor, gone. Thrown out. He lost by just over 1,000 votes, which was very, very close. It was so close they actually had to do a recount. It was that close. But he's gone. And I think the Conservatives are literally hanging on by a thread. It's one of those. I mean, we shall see. I mean, they're not going anywhere yet. They haven't said anything just yet, but I don't know. So that's Birmingham Labour Council and a Labour Mayor now. Whether that will change anything, not a clue. Anyway. So if you do want to listen to Tristan, then just carry on listening from 2 o'clock onwards. You'll be able to listen to that. I think if you're abroad, how would... Well, I suppose you can email in. That always works. So I'm never quite sure how text messaging from abroad works. WhatsApp, I think, probably going to be the easiest method because obviously it's free. We'll let's see. Have we got any messages yet? No messages. Nope. I never have messages. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it would work. I'm just obviously you'd have to put in you'd have to start with +44, wouldn't you? And then drop the 0. But yeah, that's why I say WhatsApp is probably quicker, easier because it's free. Whereas text messaging, it would count as an international text, wouldn't it? So it'd probably cost you a bit. But yeah, so that's on, and then that's what I was going to look for. Hang on. Where are you? I don't know whether you can see that. Hang on. What's going on here? Let's see. Right, hang on. I've got a problem here. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I haven't got a problem. I don't think. Recordings. No, I haven't. Right, another 6.5 minutes. Anyway, right. I thought I had a problem there, but I don't. Oh, never mind. Anyway, so they're off listening to Metallica, and then Sisters of Mercy. Anybody remember them? I don't. I sort of do. Yes. Yeah, Birmingham getting relegated down to League One. But you know what the first thing was that I said? They're going to be able to play Wrexham. Because, of course, Wrexham got promoted to League One, didn't they? So that'll be fun. Birmingham City going down to the racecourse ground. And they may even appear on the next season of Welcome to Wrexham. Yeah, I thought that was that was the first thing that crossed my mind when it was announced that Birmingham were down into League One. I was like, oh, they'll be able to play Wrexham. Yeah. Oh dear. Right. But yes, Wrexham doing so well, but they've always said that they were a League One team. They just couldn't get out of the National League. So we'll see how they get on in League One as well. I mean, they did very well in League Two, but bring some new players in, and I think they're going to do okay. Whether they'll get a third promotion and go straight up into the Championship, a bit early to tell yet, but that's what everybody's expecting, isn't it? They're going to go up into the Championship at the end of the 25 season. But we shall see. Who we got? Sisters of Mercy. Oh, let's have a look at them. What's the colour? Oh, it's fine. Yeah, I was experimenting, you see, earlier, and I was going to put you on the other side, so you were looking the other way, but then I couldn't see anything. Too bright. You had to have the window behind you, but it was too bright. Yep, there are some good teams in League One. Go back and have a look. Let's have a look. Well, they're going up. Yeah, Wycombe, Leyton Orient, Wigan. Oh, Northampton. Yeah, there's some very good teams in League One. Yeah, Exeter, Bristol. Nice. What's going on? Ah. Yep, Croatia still tipped to be the winning song in Eurovision. A singer called Baby Lasagna. I mean, can they win just for that name? Brilliant. I mean, who comes up with these names? Luxembourg. Yeah, Luxembourg are back in. They got through. Trying to find Norway. Yeah, that Norway song, that's interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. It's a bit dark. Maybe a bit too dark for Eurovision. Ah, here we go. I hear somebody coming. Here we go. Yeah, into the adverts, and we're going to go with that. Hello, come on in.
I wasn't sure if you were on.
All right, now the adverts.
How are you?
Not bad. Not bad.
Yes. Good. Jim? Richard?
Hello.
Jim?
Hello. Richard. Yep.
You okay?
Coffee. Wonderful. Say hi to YouTube.
Oh, hi YouTube.
Hi YouTube.
Yeah, live on YouTube.
Oh, there we go.
Pasty.
Oh, you can come again. You bring food. Oh, it's warm. Lovely. Brilliant. Here we go. Yeah, just so on the adverts at the moment. That's why the volumes. I've got the speakers off.
Off, yes.
Yeah, because yeah. So this is us. Yeah, because with YouTube, if you do anything like play music, then it blocks you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've come across that before, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, because all these groups, if they, if you upload a song and UMG don't like it, they'll mute it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go and wash my hands because I've been driving.
What, you're playing a song and they don't like it, so they mute it?
Yep. Yeah.
How can they interfere with your programme like that?
Because it's it's something to do with licensing. They claim that nobody has licenses to broadcast music or stream music. That's why on YouTube you don't really see anything like that. If you want to stream a show, you'd go onto TikTok.
You see, I'm computer illiterate and I don't know anything about this. I have a brick and I only got the brick because it became a necessary evil. I don't do Facebook or Twitter or anything. I don't know about it all. Oh, bless you.
So if you do want to listen, just
Pop
Oh,
the
sorry.
Pop the headphones on. Because normally there would be a bit of noise, Jim, in the background. There would be, you'd hear the songs that are playing,
Throw
because
this on.
Richard's doing.
I mean, you'll soon discover in radio that you don't. That you don't need to have the speakers on at all, because it shows you everything. You can see what's playing, you can see how long you've got.
But
what's
just as a
up.
first experience, I think it would have been better for Jim to have had. Do you know what I mean? To see when you're on, when you're off.
Yeah, well, I've got 4 minutes before I need to speak.
Have you got a CD player?
We do. It's only used for emergencies.
Oh no.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I wasn't told that.
Yeah, because if you play a CD, so everything that we play is logged. It's recording. Yeah, so we could actually, if Ofcom asked us to, we could actually print out a log of everything we've played.
But so what if one was playing a few CDs? Couldn't you just write it out and then it could be copied to be printed out? Because I did mention this.
Possibly, yeah.
I've mentioned this to you and to Simon
that
that basically he's going to be playing a lot of CDs because he's got a massive thousands collection.
Right. So what you can do, you can send me a list of the songs you want for that week, and I can get them on the system.
So it can be done, but you're going to have to do it differently. That's all. You have to do it. Work a bit ahead of time, yeah?
Well, that's very nice of you to offer that.
Thank you, Rich.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's what
Appreciate that.
What we do for other people, and
Well, also, it's going to be better because a couple of three of those 3,600 CDs are scratched. So I've been worried in case I put something in and it's going.
But if there's certain songs that you want, then Richard will look and put them on the system for you.
Yeah, brilliant.
So that's what he does for me. Because all of my songs, there's a show set out ready for you. But all of my songs, all my shows are always bespoke. I put every single song in. And bless him, I try and get them in before the day. So a few days before, hi Rich, can you put this in? Can you put that in? And so that's what he does. I wouldn't be able to do it without this man.
Oh, bless you, Richard.
Absolutely.
Thank you for offering to help me. Because you see, I don't know anything about this.
No, it's fine.
But I'll do you a really good show.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can promise. But I've got to learn.
Oh yeah, it's very easy. We haven't got 2 minutes. Yeah. So
do you mind if I tuck in or
no?
Thanks.
Yeah,
It's still warm.
Yeah. So basically, on the mixer.
Can I come round?
Yeah, you can
Thanks.
come round and have a look. So it's very easy. So the only faders that you'll be using, literally that one and that one.
Right.
And that's it.
Okay.
Of the CDs, that one, but everything's labelled. So this one, see the computers, that's the one that's always on. So that's what's going out now. You can see, you've got your levels up there. It shows you on here what the levels are like. Big clock so we know what time it is. Right, and so with the system, it's on the screen. So you've got your three card players. Cool. I still refer to them as card players, but okay, so you've got your three players.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and so Mark Arman's playing at the moment, which is tells you they're playing. It shows you how long's left. 50 seconds left. So it tells you how long's gone, how long's left. So.
But can you hear the tune in the headphones?
Oh yeah.
Oh right, so that's easy then, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sorry, Richard.
You'll see that. I'll do a linking. Not mover.
Warm in here, isn't it?
It is. Do you want me to open the window, Rich?
Yeah, you can do. Yeah.
It is very, very warm.
Oh yeah.
I like the sticker. Who done that?
Yeah, that's one of
It's a good design, isn't it?
Mark Arman, Days of Pearly Spencer, last week's number 4, this week's number 4, non-mover, and of course Sisters of Mercy before that. Last week's number 3, falling 2 places. And this week in 1992, you're listening to Lunchbreak here on Brumside Radio. Everything from the 90s between now and 2 o'clock, remember. And get those requests and dedications in 07858 127 186. We've got a brand new number 1 on the way. That's me done for about 4 minutes.
Oh, bless you.
So all I meant was normally, I know you've got your YouTube
Oh yeah.
recording, but normally then you would hear the song.
Yeah.
So there's no way of hearing it at the moment for him to.
Yeah, well through the
Just through these.
headphones, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, basically that's what's
Mm-hmm.
going out.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Oh, perfect.
Can I listen?
Yes,
Yeah.
if you do it that way.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Oh, everywhere. So, if I've got those on my Swede,
Yeah.
I can just use them, can't I?
Oh yeah.
To
Yeah.
fade in and out.
You won't be using a YouTube. The only reason
No.
it's not on in my show, and normally
Yeah,
in
that's
Richard's
the,
until recently, the sound bar would be playing.
Yeah.
So it would you would be hearing that in the room.
Oh yeah.
Apart from when you're
That'd be
talking,
on, yeah.
it goes off when you put your mic on.
Yeah.
And then when the song comes on and you schedule it, you'll say, now we're listening to Everywhere or Steve Gibbons.
Yeah.
And you press it, it comes on, you can hear it.
I'll tell you what's really sad. I can't open the show with the particular tune that I wanted to
Oh, why's that?
because it's not on YouTube. Hey,
But
buddy.
you might be able to find it.
We can't. Steve never released it.
Yeah, but if you've got a recording of it.
I've got a CD of
an
it.
MP3 of it, put it onto record it, and then you can put it in the system. Of
Oh,
course you can.
thanks, man.
Can't you?
What do you mean it's not available? Who's
Behave yourself. Everything's available
Yeah.
here.
I can find anything, right? Who is it?
Oh no, you won't get it, sir,
Hey,
because
but
he's
the-
never
you
released
probably
it.
won't
I'm
find it.
going to bring you one as a gift for you.
Yeah.
Because it's the most splendid, amazing song you've ever heard, and you're going to love it. I just know.
It's Steve Gibbons, and it's called Hey Buddy. But it'll give you a CD, and then you'll be able to do it, won't you, Rich?
Oh,
Your
yeah.
assistant. There you go. This is definitely out because they normally write it on there. No, did they not write it?
Right.
I forgot to ask for that.
Um.
I'm really sorry. It was
You know what,
driving me
I
mad in
almost
there.
had-
This
I
old
almost had
woman,
an anaphylactic reaction.
this old lady was having a go at them over something she bought that was awful.
Right. What do you mean it's not on YouTube? It's on YouTube.
Is it the live? But is it the live Fabric mix? Because to tell you the truth, sir, the other one is quite lousy, but this version is mega electric and everybody loves it.
This doesn't say when. The Manx Legion, Isle of Man. Can't remember where this one was recorded.
No, no, I'll bring you the disc,
Okay.
and it's a personal a copy for you as well, because you will love it. Because I can see you're a big dude, and every big dude loves this tune. And if it's possible, I'd please love to open my show with that tune.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. That'd be fine, yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Not a problem. Yeah, so literally everything is on the computer. And so, see just by looking on the left-hand side, you've got the, show this is nice and good. It's all, and obviously back when I first started, like 32 years ago. Yeah, 32 years in radio.
Wow.
You
What's
don't
your
look
last
old
name?
enough, Rich.
Martin.
Richard.
Richard, sorry.
Yeah.
Richard Laundon.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't look old enough.
Yeah.
Pardon?
He doesn't look old enough.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, so when I started, there were no computers. Everything was CD, vinyl, tape deck.
That's right, yeah.
Tape carts for all your jingles. But, so it's all computer. So left-hand side is the songs that are going out. Tells you what's coming up. So you can see the 1 o'clock hour. Okay, that's what's playing. And then this side is the catalogue. And so you've got, most people leave it on all tracks that we've got. Imaging, but then we've got the music, so we go from the 50s all the way up to the current charts. There's country, folk, reggae, rock, all the UK number ones.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Unsigned bands, and then
Basically, you can get anything, can't you? Yeah.
basically, anything.
Can I just sit again? Because
You certainly
I've
can.
got a steel bar in this leg. And it's a bit painful at times. Thank you.
Yeah. So if you want to bring any guests in, and this microphone here, with guitar, you see, but you see the mixer there. Yeah. So microphones are plugged into that. That one literally just stays as it is. The mic drawer is open, and then you just open the sub-desk fader on there. Maybe halfway, and that's it. You hear the guitar, and
That's it. Well, it says
Yeah.
it's like it's so simple, isn't it?
let's just literally open that
It's
halfway.
not.
Yeah. Well,
Bless you.
that's the thing. I mean, I can actually, I could walk into any radio studio and probably within 10 minutes, have a pretty decent show going.
Well, of course you could. You've been
Yeah.
doing it for 30 odd years.
So even though the software is different, it makes them might be, look different. It's all the same. It's just a fader up and down.
We did have a
Yeah.
smaller little digital desk before.
Yes. Yeah.
Which,
right. Some under the. It's under there.
And when I've had guests in, I've only used that a couple of times because I had about 6 people in the band. I mean, obviously you can't have drums in; it'd just be too much here.
Yeah.
But the all cajon, what have you.
Yeah.
But and the last few guests I've had in, I haven't used that mic, haven't needed it because these are so sensitive.
Oh, they are.
They pick everything up. And I listen back to my show. You go back on.
Certainly. Yeah. But if you notice, you see with these, because these are dynamic, so these are the same as the vocal
Podcast
mic.
ones.
Yeah, these are like podcasts, but you do actually get fairly close to them, because it's a narrow.
Yeah, but
range.
Rich, one of my guests had to sit by the door
Yeah.
to sing with that here
Oh, yeah.
because he was quite loud.
Well, I don't know how we're going to have Marshall's Social Club here.
There we go. SL2, last week's number 2, this week's number 2, Deeply Dippy. That was a fall of 2 from last week's number 1, which does mean we have a brand new number 1 this week in 1992. I'm not even going to attempt to let you know how long ago 1992 was. We'll just say it was 10 years ago, shall we? And stick to that. Anyway, I'll be back after the news at 1 o'clock. Plenty more from the 90s. Remember, requests and dedications, usual number 07 858 127 186. We'll tell you more about what's happening as well on the way. But a brand new number one, last week's number 9, a climb of 8 places. KWS.
So hang on, have you made your own chart up?
No, this is the if you go to the official charts website, you can type in any date.
Oh, so you've done the charts from '92?
Yeah.
Oh, get ya, wicked man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard does some brilliant shows.
Yeah.
An hour with as well on various people.
He does what?
An hour with. So some of the bands you'll be bringing in.
Oh,
You know, he could end up doing a.
Yeah.
They've got enough releases. If it can fill an hour, he'll do an hour on them.
yeah. So, for example, if you wanted to know who was at number 1 the day you were born, you can look at that. I sort of do know mine. Mine,
Yeah, I want to know mine now.
Yeah. See, I think mine, going from memory, I think it was Jimmy Osmond. I think he was still there.
Long-haired Liverpool lover thingy,
Yeah.
I'll be
God.
a long-haired lover
No.
from Liverpool.
No, he.
God, they're a bunch of freaks, those Osmonds, aren't they?
No, it was actually Blockbuster by Sweet.
Oh.
Yes,
Blockbuster.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
So you were
Tell me
born
what mine
in
was.
73?
Yeah.
Wow, man. I'm way older than you.
Okay, so
I'm 58
Okay, 1967,
Okay.
and 66, please.
Right.
18th of November. I can't remember for the life of me. I can't remember what I was doing yesterday, other than having a hot water bottle on my
That
back.
would be something like.
I don't know. I managed to remember 20 songs when I'm doing it.
Yeah. Good, the bad, and the ugly.
The
For
good,
me?
the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, for you, yeah. Hugo Montenegro.
Oh really?
Yeah. That was number 1. 1969.
I recognise it, but I can't place it.
Well, you was the good bit. You was the good bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Well, yin and yang. Got to have a bit of good and bad, haven't you?
No,
Yeah.
but no ugly.
Yeah, no, thank
Yeah, it was actually a brand new number 1. Joe Cocker was number 1
What was his?
with a little help from my friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that track.
Yeah, Barry Ryan, Eloise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mary Hopkins was number 5.
Oh, my mum loved Eloise.
Yeah, I'm on.
Yeah. Marbles, Only One Woman.
Maybe you might have to play the good, the bad, and the ugly because I don't recognise it. Or maybe you can play it off air. Can you do that? You can, or I can't. You can actually test mics and do the stuff as well. But I mean,
We do have it.
you do have it.
Yeah,
Oh my
course we
god.
Yeah.
Well, no, because
Because it was a number 1, you say.
Yeah, of
So
course. 'cause
we've
it's
got
number one.
every number 1.
Yeah, I haven't had my number 1 yet. It's coming.
Yeah, it's on. Oh, we've got 12 minutes. News coming up. Right.
So we do read the weather.
Yeah.
18th of Jan. We do read the weather.
We certainly do.
See Richard.
Yep.
Do the weather in a minute.
Yeah.
And unlike me, he doesn't tell us when he's going on. He'll just say, "Oh, hold on then." But I'll be like 2 seconds, 5 seconds when there's people in the studio.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
normally
it's-
everyone's very, very noisy.
Yes, the one thing that we don't have, we should get is an on-air light, the mic live.
Yes,
Right.
that would be good.
One.
The mic.
Yeah,
Light.
get the lights.
So that when the mic is live, because that'd be good for me. Because sometimes I do forget,
Yeah.
and then sometimes people talk off air as well, and they don't think that it's being streamed or you're on YouTube or you're on TikTok or stuff because they're talking about streaming, and I've streamed a couple of shows. But it's also you've got to think of the guests as well. Not that anybody's saying anything bad. It's just that sometimes one forgets themselves,
Yeah.
or you might swear, or do you know what I mean? And we'll just
You
have
could
to be
say that
like-
I'm not into him, but I don't mind playing his tunes.
Yeah.
Oh shit, the mic's on.
Oh shit! Exactly. Exactly.
Oh yeah, people do that.
You know, but bless him. I've messaged a couple of times.
Oh, right. We have a question for you on YouTube now. What kind of show are you going to be doing?
Oh, so they're listening. You see,
Yeah.
they're listening to us on YouTube. So if someone's asking, And you'll have to let them know who he is as well. So what's his
Well, the
name?
Radio Hat Show comprises of a huge, vast genre of everything and any music, really. And also, it's to push and promote the local music.
Yay.
Here in South Birmingham, we are spoiled rotten with absolutely fantastic Class 1 bands. Bands that could go anywhere in the world and get on stage and would be absolutely inundated with fans the moment they play their first tune. Yeah, this is the kind of talent I'm talking about that we have here in South Birmingham.
Absolutely.
And I want to push that talent out as much as I can.
Yep.
Yes, very similar to
And you're on that list, by the way,
Jennifer
my dear.
Bolton show, which is on a Thursday.
No, it's crap. Don't bother with that.
Who are you?
Oh, dear, we got trouble.
Yeah,
Got trouble.
you're on a Saturday anyway. You're going to be doing a Saturday.
Yeah.
aren't you?
Saturday? Yeah.
So yes, please tune in on a Thursday evening as well, because between 6 and 8, the Jennifer Bolton show is very similar to what Jim's going to be doing, the Radio Hat show, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. This guy knows everybody, and he's just such a character. He's such a beautiful soul, and he knows his music. So yeah, it's going to be fantastic, and I am going to be a guest on the show, and I'm really looking forward to it. So
Oh, thank you.
you
That's
very
really
much.
lovely.
So yes, it's going to be fantastic. So, but yeah, the Jennifer Bolton show, I have live guests. I mean, it does help if they're live, doesn't it? You don't want them to not be. Be a completely different show.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would be
Yes,
dead guests.
live music, dead good. But yes, live music most weeks. And this week I've got Sam Band, which is Sandra Williamson and Martin, her hubby, and they are fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to turn you back round because I think that Richard's going back
the
online.
weather. Not the weather. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's me again. Oh.
So chilled.
I like it. I'd say it'd be nice to work with.
So largely fine this afternoon, sunny spells, however scattered showers may break out during the afternoon. I don't think we're going to get any of those. I mean, looking out the window, it's absolutely glorious out there. Now some early evening showers will fizzle out to leave dry overnight periods with clear spells. Some mist and fog may form in places. Again, very light winds. I'd say I don't think it's going to rain. Maybe for somebody in the country, but certainly not for us. You've got highs of 18 degrees.
Woo! I don't think it's going to rain. I should
No.
be washing out this
I
morning,
know.
shouldn't I?
It's like looking at that.
Pardon me.
Yeah, so
Have you
So
passed
there
it,
you go.
Richard? Be
So
cold.
You've
Yeah,
got a
we go.
nice little plug there for it. So what's
Yep.
your show going to be called? 'Cause you don't realise people are listening in, so they've been
Oh, yeah.
listening to our conversation in
Yeah.
the background.
It's the Radio Hat Show.
It is the Radio Hat Show. And how did you come up with that?
yes, so when on Saturday would
Oh, there you go. Let's sort it all out.
thinking of going?
Do you want day or evening?
Definitely night.
Okay.
Okay. 6 out of 6, when 6 to 8.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, we can do that. 6 to 8.
God bless you. That's
Wonderful.
brilliant.
Yeah.
So when do you want me to start?
Well, you need to be able to do the desk.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
No.
You need to
Yeah,
be able
so-
to do the show,
Mhm.
which I've got no doubt that you will, and obviously
Oh, yeah.
I'll help you, and Rich will help
thank
you.
you.
But you are going to have to sit in the hot seat and twiddle
Yes,
a few
I know.
knobs.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would
So probably by
say-
the end of May, you'll have the show up and running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I would certainly say, pop in on a few other shows, see what they do. Try it yourself. I mean, are you able to come in at any time?
Yes.
Yeah, because I do the other 2 days that I'm here, I do Tuesday and Thursday.
Uh-huh.
Even though I'm on air Monday to
Every
Friday
day.
anyway, but I do 3 shows from my studios at home.
All right.
Yeah,
Do you
so-
play at all, Richard?
I'm sort of retired at the moment. Yeah, I'm a drummer.
Ah.
Yeah, so I did 14
Oh, I
years
didn't
in.
know that.
Yeah, I did 14 years in musical
I need a
theatre.
drummer.
Yeah.
Naughty.
Yeah,
You told me that. Is
I
the
bet you
hardest
know
one
all the
you've got?
musos then, don't you? The locals.
Not as well as people like Dave, and I mean Dave knows everyone, doesn't it?
Yeah, Dave Friday, he's one of the
he knows
directors
everyone,
now with
yeah.
Simon.
And if you look on our wall up there, you may recognise that guy at the top. Okay.
This guy?
Yep.
No.
No? ELO?
Oh, I don't know which member though. Is it Richard Tandy, was it?
No.
He just died.
Oh no.
Pardon?
No.
No. I don't know who it is, I can't tell.
He's in, I forgot his name as well.
Morgan Scott, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it Dave Morgan?
Dave Scott Morgan.
Dave Scott Morgan, I got it the wrong way round.
Yes.
Dave Scott Morgan.
Yeah. But who else we're trying? We're trying to get Toya to come in.
I was at the old rep with her.
Yeah. Because obviously a King's Heath
Icon.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Born here, went to school here.
It's the mystery.
Yep.
She's brilliant. I love
Under
her.
in the 19s.
Yes.
That was her best one.
Yeah. Who else? We're trying to get Roy Wood.
I love Roy Wood.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. Stevie G will come on for me because me and him's like that. Me and Steve Gibbons.
Yeah.
But he's got dementia now, and he's quite very frail and old. So I don't know whether I want to put him through it.
Yeah.
We'll see how he feels. He might say yes.
Yeah. I mean, what you could do is
play some of his songs. Do
the songs. But you could, if you wanted an interview, go out, record it in his home or somewhere. And then just pop it on the system, play it out.
That's the other way of doing it.
I was going to do it. I've done a couple of interviews on my phone, and it does work really well. Because Richard will just put it on the system. So I've been at gigs, interviewed people, and I nearly interviewed him when you'd introduced me to him at the station last week. But he did. But I decided not to because I thought, well, obviously you're going to want to have him on your show first.
Well, I'm willing to.
If you did.
Because he's not well, you see, and he might not want to do it.
Because you can just get your phone out, or you can get a.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm going to tell you something. Don't spread it around. What's wrong?
Well, there's lots of people listening.
Oh, is that? Oh, I didn't know.
Well, yes, because it's on YouTube at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I was just.
Everything.
I'm just concerned about Steve
by a lot of people
because I know he's not well. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, I have to show maximum respect to him.
Of course.
I'm his biggest fan in Birmingham.
Well, I've just been at your house.
He's a lovely man, and he's a personal friend.
He's a lovely.
So I don't want to push for him to come on the show if he's not really feeling like doing it.
You
That's
got him
all
a
I'm
star
saying.
on Broad Street, didn't you?
I got him his star because he deserved it.
He got a star on Broad Street, this man did.
Yeah.
And
I was going to ask about
how amazing is that?
Are those still there?
Who's still there? The stars.
The stars.
No, they're being relayed now in a new format because they had to rip them up for the tram lines.
I thought they had, because they were put down like as a temporary. It was like down for about a year or something, wasn't it? And then because in York Road, not York Road, was it York Road? Yeah, York Road had stars as well. Didn't
Yeah, that's a baby one. That's the King's Heath Walk of Fame. Toya's on that one, and a few other people.
Yeah. I keep trying to find those. I can't. Where
are they?
Well, somebody said that they were outside where the nightclub used to be.
Where did the nightclub used to be?
The Ritz,
the
where
Ritz,
the Beatles played.
Yeah, but in York Road.
Yeah, York Road. Yeah.
This end of it, by the hair.
Next door to the hair.
Yes,
literally next door. It's that empty space next door to the.
Yes, my sister used to live in the road opposite.
That was the Ritz, but that's where the stars were.
Right, I've not seen them.
No.
No,
but if anyone can find them.
I've not seen them, but it was hard work getting Stevie's star.
It took you 3 years, didn't it?
It took me 3 years, but that was also because of lockdown and COVID.
Yeah.
But a lot of letters I had to write because, as you know, I don't do emails and computers and everything. And I went to 3 different meetings with the bid team, as they're called.
Yeah.
And on 2 times they said no. And then the 3rd time I wrote them another letter and I got the backing of a few other big Brummies who signed the letter and said they thought it was ridiculous that he hadn't been awarded.
Yeah.
And then out of the blue, I got a phone call from Mike Holly, Governor of Broad Street.
Yeah.
And he said, will you please come up on Tuesday at 2:00? We want to see you.
Fantastic.
So I went up on Tuesday at 2:00, and as I walked into them, they have a panel, and they all clapped me. And I thought, and he went, congratulations, Hat, you've got your star. And I went, hey,
Brilliant.
great, I've done it, I've got it for him.
Excellent, eh?
Yeah. I mean, it's stories like that that do really well on radio.
Yeah, well, you were telling that, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. The other thing
So-
is when it's a bit loud as well, it cuts off. That's what I did notice.
y-
There was one tiny section of my show
Yes.
where myself and
Yes,
it
very
was on.
easy.
It was on last week. Christopher Crompton,
Mm.
where we laughed
Yes.
about something, and
Yes,
it just
you-
went dead
you-
for a minute.
Yes,
and
you
I
and
was
your
like,
laugh.
yeah.
Why does it do that? But if
If
it's
there's
too
so-
loud.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's too
it-
loud.
It's like being, if you go to
Because you can
venues.
hear how quiet
Oh, yeah.
Richard is speaking.
Mm.
You know, he's
Oh,
very
it's not
quiet.
going to suit me.
No, it is going to suit you, but you may
I'm a
have
live wire.
to. You may have to have it
Oh,
like
it's
that.
like-
Yeah.
You'll have to listen
Yeah.
because if
Oh,
it
Not
cuts,
like that.
if it cuts out, hold on, a couple of seconds,
20 seconds. Yeah.
20 seconds. When it's too loud, you'll hear it. It'll go.
Yeah.
It'll just go dead. Nothing's there,
Yes.
and that's you don't want that. But it's trial and error.
Mm.
I'll help you.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Now, if you do want a request or a dedication, just like that one, a bit of Ozzy Osbourne. Nobody really plays Hellraiser. Don't know why. No, nobody really plays that song. Unfortunately, brilliant song. 07858 127 186. Text and WhatsApp to that number, of course. Right. Villa. Yes, they're away to Brighton, aren't they? 2:00 kick-off. Very, very important match. And then we've got Chelsea, West Ham, we've got Liverpool, Tottenham as well. Now, Aston Villa will seal a Champions League place if they win and Spurs lose. So we want Liverpool to beat Tottenham so that Villa get into the Champions League. That would be brilliant. Liverpool, if they lose, will be mathematically out of the title race. They will probably end up in third. I mean, it's looking like a two-horse race at the moment, isn't it? So what do you think? Do you think Villa will do enough to stay in the Champions League and get in there for next season? I think they will. It's one of those. And then, of course, we've got to say, poor Birmingham, and they relegated yesterday. So down to League One. They'll be playing clubs such as Wrexham next season, who, of course, promoted from League Two to League One, weren't they? So Wrexham, Northampton Town. Who else is in? Who else is in League One? Well, there's some good teams in League One. Wigan, I think, are another team that are in League One as well. We'll just see anyway. What do you think of the sporting accolades here in the West Midlands? Have you got anything about sports and you'd like us to mention it again? Usual numbers 07858 127 186. Plenty on the way between now and 2. We'll tell you more about who's on the way next and what's happening later on here on Brumside Radio. All coming up. Just little things like that, you see. Yeah, you just make it up as you go along.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just literally what comes off the top of your head.
of course it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, for some people, I can't always say what comes off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So I do have little bullet points of
Yeah.
things that I do want to mention if there's
Oh,
something important or someone I need to reach out to.
13 minutes. Stick that back on there.
13 minutes.
13 minutes before I need to speak again, you see. So
Well, that's a long tune, isn't it?
Yeah. And everybody thinks that radio is it's difficult. It isn't.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but everyone's different, Richard.
Well,
it's
yes,
different
yeah.
perspectives, sweetheart. Again,
Yeah.
you've been doing it for over 30 years.
Yeah.
Like I've been doing it
Yeah.
for a couple of
Mm.
years, and I did find it quite. I know what you mean by
Yeah.
it's not difficult.
Yes,
However, the nerves can sometimes get the better of you.
Yeah.
You know, people think I sound very confident on my show, and yet
You
I'm
do.
literally, you know, what I'm
Yeah.
like sometimes, because I'm going, oh my God, that hasn't worked, or I
Yeah.
pressed that button and it's not, you know, what's going
Oh,
on.
we do that. Yeah.
So it is, I agree with you to a degree.
Mm.
But as
Yeah.
somebody who hasn't been doing it for 30 years,
Oh,
it's not as easy.
Well, no,
Like you're just so brilliant at it. Like, you know, it
we just
seems like
make
you've
it
done
look easy, I suppose.
Yes, you
Yeah.
do. You
Yeah.
do.
I
And
mean-
don't get me wrong, I enjoy it.
Mm. Oh yeah.
But it's nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Nerves
But one-
can really
Mm.
make a massive difference, can't they? You can lose things from nerves with jobs and stuff like that. It's horrendous.
Yeah. Yes. Brand new mayor as well,
Oh yeah.
and Andy Street's gone.
Oh, I saw you put that in the group.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gone. Yeah, just over 1,000 votes. So gone. Yeah. So we got the guy from Labour now as the West Midlands mayor.
Right.
Interesting. Yeah. Kept bumping into Andy Street at all the events I go to.
Yeah, he did quite a bit of stuff, didn't he?
Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see what happens, because it's like a Labour council and a Labour mayor in Birmingham now, instead of like a Conservative mayor, Labour council.
Yes.
But we'll see. Yeah.
Well, the puppet masters are the same puppet masters for all of them,
Yeah.
in my opinion. So,
Mm,
regardless of whether it's, you know, Labour,
Yeah.
Conservatives, the big
mm,
at the top.
yeah. So general election.
When's that?
Well, they're all saying November, aren't they?
I don't know.
October, November, but I think it's going to be sooner.
I do.
Yeah, June.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll want it sooner. As
They want it sooner to get rid of Sunak.
mhm,
Yes.
yeah. It'll be the interesting thing is, you know, who would you want coming in?
Well, this is it, because Keir Starmer's no good.
No.
Total waste of time.
Mhm,
And all he'll do is cause more damage to the country.
mhm,
And it's going to be woke.
Yeah.
Woke.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it, you'll be in big stuck.
Yeah.
You will do it because they're going to dictate that you will.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to be very bad for everybody. It's going to cause much more problems.
Yeah.
You see, they've got this plastic healing thing going on, and they think by everybody walking around being woke, it's going to bring peace and love to the world and our communities. But let me tell you now, it isn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. I know many black people who I love, and they don't like it. They don't want to hear it. They want to live, strive and survive along with everyone else on a normal level. They feel that they're being put under a spotlight by all the Black Lives Matter crap, and they don't like it. And I admire them for that, you know. And it's just going to get much worse if Keir Starmer gets in.
Yeah.
Because-
George Soros started all that Black Lives Matter thing.
Pardon?
George Soros.
Oh, I know, he's behind it all. But he's a very bad egg, you know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, very bad egg.
So it's not like it's a heart-centered thing at all. It's, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's going on.
So, yeah, I mean, you might not like this, but I'm voting reform, I am.
Oh yeah. Me too.
100%.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, although Richard Tice, I don't know, he's sort of in the background again with the party, isn't he? That not many people know him.
Nigel Farage is my man.
Yeah.
And okay, he's a little bit right wing, but so
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You've got to be now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was the biggest lefty in Moseley for 30 years, and I got walked all over, stamped on, and I changed. And I said, you know what? I'm going to keep myself a little bit more with my chest out now and say, no, fuck off. You know, do you know what I mean?
I do.
You know, you don't have to be a people pleaser and a sycophant living in Moseley's lefty tent.
Yeah.
You know, you can be yourself as well, as long as you are righteous and decent, and you're entitled to an opinion, aren't you? You know,
Yes, you are.
everyone has something to say,
Oh yeah.
and in Moseley now, it's just you have to have one opinion, and if you don't have that opinion, you're rubber stamped as a tosser,
Yeah.
which
It'll be
is
great. It'll be great on my podcast. won't it?
Oh,
very, very wrong. because all opinions are valid, even those coming from the hatred space. Everyone's opinion is valid.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It should be. Let's not. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean, Moseley is one of those interesting areas, though, isn't it? It's like what would you say, like a melting pot of everything, isn't it? Now?
Well, they've ruined it because what they've done in Birmingham, the rich were crying out for an enclave, right? Because they don't like going out in Sutton of a Friday night. They don't like going out in Solihull. So they gave them Moseley. Yeah. Right? How dare they do that? Yeah. Because what they did is they've turned it all into posh pubs, wine bars, restaurants. Yes, thank you. Yeah. And all the Sutton and Solihull crew come over Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night with their gold cards.
Spend their money.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. And it has sucked the character out of the village, which is really not nice. Because he had such brilliant character, Moseley.
Oh, yeah.
You know, for many, many years.
Yeah, because a lot of people are moving sort of from Moseley into Cotteridge.
I know, because Sturchley's gone cosmic.
Yeah. Well, it's been called up and coming area. It's being gone national now, isn't it?
Yeah.
One of the best areas to live in.
Yeah.
Sturchley.
Yeah, Sturchley's gone cosmic.
Yeah. All the artsy people going all here. Yeah.
Rich, digressing completely. Is there any way we can get these blinds so that they stay put where they should be?
Yeah,
I can't reach it. I just try to put the other one up.
I know. It's,
because it's a shame because it just looks tatty.
Yeah, they're all completely broken. Yeah, we'll have to get Dave to put some new ones in.
Or just can they so we can't even pull them up so that they're not.
No, they're all.
Yeah, it's a shame. I was just looking through some old photos. That's all. Because we were saying about doing a few things in the studio, and I do think this works. Although a double one would be good. Yeah. But I was looking at that, and behind other people's, not just my photos, it just looks a shame because it's just
I mean they never used to be like that. But I think
that one always has been since I've been here.
Is it right?
Yes, but that one wasn't.
No,
and now it is. Which
I think
is probably
it's people pulling the wrong cord.
I've never pulled the cord. Yeah. I can only just reach it to open it. And shut it. The one side I've forgotten. I've left it open. Fortunately, Dave is the caretaker for here, isn't he, for the building? Yeah. So he or his associate will sort of come and lock up and stuff. So I was like, oh my God, I'm really sorry I've left the window open. He's like, don't worry, I'll come and shut it.
Right, we've had another request for you. Can you do a political show?
Who said?
You'd probably be taken off air enough.
Exactly, well he would, exactly. So that'll have to be for his YouTube channel.
Who said that?
Yeah, it's one of my viewers.
What did they say?
Yeah, I said, yep. Said that the hat fella has to do a political show.
Well, we'll sort out a podcast for him. He won't be able to do it on here.
No, because
they'd put me in prison if I did.
So you're so passionate when you're talking. So this is where, obviously, when you're on air, we've got to be mindful of.
Yes, because
but I don't talk about any of these issues.
No, exactly.
All I'm there for is the music, the tunage, and the people who deliver it, and so on, and the fans. Exactly. That's all.
But you've got a new fan there who wants you to do it.
No, I don't want to do one because you can't tell the truth now. You're not allowed to. Yeah. Telling the truth has been banned. Yeah. If you tell the truth, you can get locked away. Yeah. You really can.
Exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah.
It's terrible. And as I say, if Labour get in, which it seems they're going to, it's going to get much, much worse. It really is.
But thank you anyway for the suggestion. Maybe at some point in the future he might change his mind.
No, I won't.
I knew you were going to say that.
I've got lots of political knowledge and I can talk about it.
You can tell.
But it's not what I want to do.
Yeah. It's all about the music.
Yeah.
Because I find you just chewing a toffee with politics.
Yes, well, it's one of the things really that in community radio we can't really do politics.
No.
We have to be...
well, politics, religion, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, we have to... When religion, as long as it's not preaching type of thing.
Well, that's what one means when you say about religion, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean that's where obviously Heart and Soul does so well, because it's never preaching about it. I mean, obviously the Sunday service that goes out, that again, it's who are they? Hang on.
It's just certain views, like Jim was saying, you've got to just watch.
Oh, yeah.
We do have to watch.
Yeah.
We had a little chat before we came in, and it's just there's certain things that you're just not going to talk about.
No.
It's like me, it's all about the music.
Yeah, just don't go anywhere near it. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Just stay well out of it and just keep your
My show is just about, I try to spread a bit of joy, some great music, good vibes, keep the vibration raised. Even when I'm talking about the death of my parents, it's still, I'm always ever thankful for my blessings and for the lessons that I learned through it, and helping other people through their grief and stuff like that. It can still be uplifting, even if you're talking about something quite sad. And there's people who, message in for requests, and it might be an anniversary of somebody's death as well as birthdays. So, it hasn't got to be somber. It's like they're missing them, but they want to celebrate that they were here. Do you know what I mean? So it's all about love with me, you know that. So, but music. Yeah. Having that platform for local and even not so local artists to come in and be able to play their own songs, because so many places now, and I'm doing it, going to be doing some gigs of covers, having to do covers because people want to have a drink on a Friday and a Saturday night and sing along to songs they know. So until you've had a hit with something, are you on?
40 seconds.
He was just about to have a bite of his
he gets me every time.
See, this is why I'd have to play it, because I like it in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have to have the phones on.
I just,
to know where I am with
and
you.
not all guests want to wear them. I mean, we try to encourage them to, but you can't make them. That's why I always wear my cams. But
right then, who's on the way next and what's coming up here on Brumside Radio? Well, Tristan's on the way next at 2 o'clock, of course, with week in, week out, the local and national headline news, of course, some of the, and finally, stories as well, maybe the best quirky stories in the last 7 days, some that you might not be too familiar with. Facebook Live at 2:25, and of course the week in, week out song, which is always good fun. Your headlines for today's show. Blue Murder, yes, the Tories suffered very big election losses, didn't they, from Thursday. Of course, Andy Street, the West Midlands mayor, he has lost his position, is no longer mayor, and lots of other amazing things happening in there. People disappearing that you thought would be safe. They weren't. Revealed what are the best-selling vinyl records. Yeah, vinyl, very big now. I mean, everybody thought probably 20 years ago that vinyl had gone. It had disappeared for good when MP3s and digital came in. But the younger people, they've discovered vinyl again, haven't they? And Our Price, remember the record store, that apparently is coming back. Our Price, they're beginning to reopen some more stores, and also the most popular day for breakups. Discover all of that from 2 o'clock. Then 4 o'clock we've got the Airplay Rewind. Russ will be back at 5 with the Rock Show, and the last one at 5 o'clock. He's going to be moving, but he'll explain about that when he's on later. If you do want to learn more about us, you can go to the website brumsideradio.com.
so you how the music came in then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's easy to do, like you said.
It is easy.
Yeah, it's just me getting to know, when you know yourself, when you're coming to the end of what you're speaking about, you just start the track. Obviously, if it's music that you know, you'll know the intro, so you'll be able to speak right up to the...
Or even over it, depending if it's a really long
So, okay then, can I just ask you something?
Yeah.
So, that track's playing now.
Yeah.
So then if we pull that down, that'd finish it, wouldn't it?
Be...
Oh,
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah.
So how do we flick to the next tune?
Right, on the...
Okay, but first, Rich, you don't have to pull that down to finish it.
No.
It'll automatically finish. So you don't touch that unless you're talking over it.
Yeah,
Bring
that's
it
what I
down a
meant.
little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
So you bring it a little bit down while you're talking over, if you still want music in the background or you're talking at the beginning, and then put it back up. But normally, go on, Rich.
Yeah, so it's on the system. So if you look at the left screen, you've got the green arrows.
Yeah.
So those are segue markers. So if it's a green arrow, it will go straight into the next track.
Yeah.
If it's a stop sign, it'll stop.
Which you have to put in yourself.
Yes.
You need to put those
Yeah,
stops
so-
in. This is the bit that I was saying
Yeah.
about it'll be a little bit. No,
It-
but listen.
it'll be-
See, I can't work computers.
Yeah, but you can press a button.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you could just literally press that. Just put that mouse in. Yeah, just hold the mouse a minute, Rich. Let him, and just stop the next song or one of them. One of those green arrows. Just go to it. Move. You haven't got to roll anything. Move it. See where the arrow is. Let's find the
Which
arrow
one?
first.
There's
There's the arrow.
yeah,
Look.
so if we,
So you move that little hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Click
just put it
to
on
the
one
next-
of them.
To the next tune.
yeah.
Click on one of them just to stop it. No, this is to stop it
Well,
now.
that's the red one.
Yeah.
Isn't
So
it?
any of the green ones, just click on a green
Yeah.
one.
Yes, you just click on that. It's in it.
Okay, you didn't do that then. You made the other one big.
Mm.
So these are the things that I was saying about. This is what you do need to be able to do.
Oh yeah.
Unless you've got someone who can do it for you. I can't commit to that because on Saturdays we have my granddaughter and we're only just getting her back.
No, I've got to learn it.
Oh yeah.
And I,
Yeah, and you will.
yeah.
Yeah. Throw those in there. Just throwing a jingle in there. But again, if you want to put any songs in, it's just literally just drag it in, so, and then just drop it. Yeah, so
But this is all I meant about saying it's simple. It is simple, and it's simpler for me now because I've been doing it for 18 months. However, I look like you just did when I first came and got behind that desk and then sat in on another Jen's show, Jen Robertson, and I used to do a 10-minute little section of just putting a couple of songs in.
Yeah.
So, maybe that's something we'll have to look at doing. So see, that's coming up saying, it's saying it's playing.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's going to go
playing, so
straight into that one. And this
It'll
is where
go-
I used to get things wrong.
It'll go into that and then
Because I'd go
into
to
that.
talk and forget that I haven't stopped it.
Okay.
So then that song could come on, right? So but you are going to have to just do it again for me. Just hold the mouse,
Yeah.
because you're not doing anything to the show.
Where do you want it to
So
go?
just gently put the arrow on one of the green ones, on any of the but this is something that you can do practice on it and then click it.
Yeah.
So now you've just stopped that. So basically that would mean if I was in and we were doing an interview or one of your guests and you wanted to say, right, then after that, that's a little advert because it's 5 seconds. It's going to stop and that's when you put your mic up. You have to put the mic up for people to hear. And if I was your guest, you'd put both of them up. So we could have a chat and then you press F2. You're going to have to do this.
Yeah.
And F2, and that's my writing there, F2 next track.
Yeah.
I needed it there for a few weeks, didn't I, Rich?
You did,
To remind me, because this isn't how it used to be. It was a different desk. And then you press that and then it plays the next song. And until you stop...
F2, sorry.
Yeah, don't do it
That
now.
one.
Yeah. Because that would then, if you'd have done that, it would skip to the next thing. It
Right.
skips.
Okay.
So there are a few things. It sounds a little bit more complex, but can you see why I was saying it's not quite as easy as Rich was saying. It is, but it isn't. But you'll get it. Honestly, you really will. It's something that you are more than capable of doing. It's just getting it stuck in.
Yeah.
And if you've got to put little labels anywhere, then do it.
Yeah.
Like
do
for
it,
me, I had that there.
Yeah.
So I could see it. I had notes on my notepad.
Yeah.
I
You
had
did?
this.
Yeah.
I had stickers there, so I knew it was
Yeah.
that one. I had that one. I even had to say to Richard, "What if I want to?" Because I do a card reading, and it's a 7-minute bit of music. Well, obviously, it takes me about 3 or 4 minutes to do the card and do some talking. So I never knew how to get out properly. I knew I could press F2 and it would go to the next song. But then if I'd got a guest in and I was talking to them and I didn't want the next song. So for a while, I never realised that I could put that down the computer and still be heard on the mic, which obviously I can because my mic is up. But I was thinking that was for the whole computer, literally, because it says computer. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't want to touch it, other than if I was just, I knew I could bring it down a bit for the weather. That was it.
Yeah, because this mixer doesn't have a master fader.
Yeah.
So as soon as you open one of those, it's on. If you pull it down, it's off. But
yeah, I mean, it's great, but it was completely different for me. I'd only just really learned how to use the digital one. So different
to, and obviously the desk over there, it's got your master fader. Yeah, so if the master fader wasn't on, then nothing would go out.
Yeah, so if you did have someone in, and it's a lot to take in at the moment, but I had a couple of guests, and then they just plugged their phones in because they were all scattered all over the club phones. Plug their mics in, and then you're in charge of it there with the which one is it, Rich? Oh, the sub desk.
Yeah.
So that's the sub desk. So it's a lot to take in, sweetheart. But myself and Richard.
Yeah, but I'll get used to it.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, I can pick up. I'm not a dunce, so I'm not throwing that at you. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
You know, I can work it. I'll get it. Don't worry.
It was because you heard the face to begin with, and when you were like, oh, and it was like, no.
Oh yeah, but that's humility as well.
Yes,
because
exactly.
I've come here to learn, really.
Yes.
You know, not to dictate or to say hello. I'm big Mr. Jim, because I'm not. I'm little Mr. Jim that needs to learn about how to do it all. Yeah.
Which is why, coming in and sitting on other shows.
Yes.
Seeing how, because obviously I do things a lot different to everybody else. When most people, you'll see when they do their shows, they will pull the tracks across during the hour. I preset all of mine.
Yeah, but that's because you can, because you've got a studio at home.
Yeah.
Now, if I had a studio at home and I was able to do it and understood it, I would definitely be doing that.
You'd probably do it, yeah.
Yeah, but I can't, so I have to pull it in. I'll come in a bit earlier. It was difficult when there was a show beforehand, if there's a live show before you, but there isn't on a Saturday, so you're fine. You could come in an hour earlier and just pull some of the songs in, but we're limited to how many we can do now. Before you could have done the whole show. Whereas now you can only do...
if you're following somebody, so you come in probably 10-15 minutes before your show, you would get them to line up your first 3 songs.
Well, no one's ever said to do that before, and I wouldn't have asked when she was doing it. Excuse me.
Yeah, because obviously when I don't know when he began, but you're around when Tristan comes in, when I've already set.
What time's Tristan in?
He usually comes in just before the news at 2.
Oh, so he's on at 2. Oh, so he, of course he's here. I was forgetting there was a show here.
Yeah.
Because I said, because Simon's going to meet us here at 2 as well. So we'll go.
Yeah, because I've already set his theme. He has a bed that he
I'll mention
over.
that. I'll find out of Chris then, because Chris has got his new show after me, hasn't he, now on a Thursday? But then some of them are repeated, aren't they? Is he coming in live every week or the Truth Show? Because I stayed for a little while and helped him and Andy, because Andy got his arm.
Yes, well, the Thursday evenings, it's different every week. It's a brilliant idea. They've actually got 4 of them now. So because none of them could commit to doing a show every week. So
there's definitely someone coming in after my shows on a Thursday now. And is Andy coming in with all of them?
Wouldn't be, no. He does the first Thursday, which is the prog rock show.
Then Chris.
Then the Simon and Andy show is the second Thursday. Then the third one, they're sorting that out. So
what was Chris's? Chris's was the 4th one.
The 4th week is
it's Chris.
Chris. And then the 5th, because obviously some Thursdays have, some months have 5 Thursdays.
But it's just 4 of them, then that's the 4.
Certainly got 4. Oh yeah.
That's what they class as a month now.
Yes. Yeah, they 4. Yeah, but it's good because none of them could commit to doing a whole, show every week.
That's the real cycle, 4 weeks in a month.
Yeah.
So 13
we've got 4 of us. We'll each do a week, and then we're not repeating anything. There's no gaps. There's always a live show going out.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. It's what Gary's going to be doing on So he's going to be doing.
He does the Everyone Live Lounge now.
He does the Live Lounge on a Tuesday, but he will be moving his Wednesday show to a Thursday afternoon.
Oh, lovely.
So he'll be doing 4 till 6.
Oh, so we'll be on just before me.
Exactly.
Ah.
Yeah, so you'll have Gary before you every week. Yeah. Or is it me? It's me. Oh, we've got the adverts coming up. That's okay. Lovely.
Yeah, so there's adverts as well, twice an hour.
There we go. Crowded House. Who remembers that one? Don't dream it over. Well, it's nearly over. We're nearly at 2 o'clock. Tristan on the way next. If you'd like to join me during the week, I'm back every weekday, Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. An hour with the show where we take an artist or group and showcase some of their biggest songs, along with those you may be a little less familiar with. And it would help if I press the right button. I don't need to press that one. There we go. Press the wrong button, something else to it. Go away. So if you press F3, it brings up the search box. Yeah.
I mean, the things will come up on it, and I'm
Oh.
like, Rich, something's come up in the middle of the screen.
Yes.
And I
done
can't
that.
see the weather.
Done that.
You know.
So
So he can remotely do stuff, but he's not always about. Like, you
No.
can't
I was just going to say,
24 hours.
supposing I'm doing a show here
Yes.
and something goes,
Yeah.
who's going to be here to help
No,
me?
well, nobody eventually to begin with.
Yeah.
But this is so. Richard is the go-to man who I would phone. I've voice noted. I've phoned. I've video called to say, look,
Yeah.
what's this?
Mhm.
Or I send a photo.
Yeah,
I'm a lot calmer now about things. So
Yeah,
you
that's
can
right.
also ask me, and if I can help, then I will. And you're not going to be on your own initially,
Oh, no.
but like I say, it's very difficult. I can't commit to every Saturday.
Well,
You can-
yeah, because you'll be performing, won't you?
Well, I've got
Mm.
gigs, and then also got other commitments.
Mm.
Of course,
So,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
I've got to-
I can actually log in from home. And
So for the first few, you'd be
Sort
about
of.
Rich
Saturdays probably. Yeah.
between 6 and 8.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So like not being funny, you've got a comfort
Oh.
blanket with Richard because you've got him. You'll have his number.
Thank
you've
you,
got him on the
Richard.
end of the
Oh,
phone.
oh yeah.
You know.
Any chance of getting one of these?
None of us have had any of them.
Isn't it lovely, that?
Yeah, the coasters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's some of those in.
Is that?
Oh yeah.
I've only been
Yeah,
here 2 years. And I'm like,
Oh, sorry, Richard.
And there's pens
turn
and
it over.
there's.
Just put it against the wall.
Yeah, just leave that.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
There's pens and there's coasters and.
Oh, I do need a couple of
Pens
stickers for
somewhere.
my new car.
Yeah. There's.
Are there any under there? Any stickers, Rich?
These are the.
Car stickers.
Yep.
I'll have a couple. Please.
Oh, can I have a sticker for my car and my window?
One for each
Brilliant.
Got one
Thanks.
there, yeah. And we've got.
Need one for each side.
Yep. Yeah, these the new ones or the old ones. Those are the old ones.
What are these then?
The new flyers. Yep. Those are the car stickers. Yeah.
Oh, these new.
Yeah.
Well, they're
they all
just
the
flat.
same?
Oh yeah.
Can I take these to give to my family?
You can, yeah.
Because
yeah.
we was only allowed to have one or two before.
Yeah. You can take as many as you want.
Right, don't say that.
I'll take some then,
Yeah.
because I'll give them to my friends for their cars.
Exactly.
Put them on.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You could win yourself a prize.
That's for you.
Oh, lovely.
You found the key rings. Yeah.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, have you,
I've got enough there, thank you. Yeah, I don't want to take too many because there's other people in there.
Go now, can you? You got the news.
I can't find the pens, Rich.
Any coasters?
I can't find the coasters either.
Oh, well.
Well, if they're not in that, yeah, you've got the other two drawers down there and
Where?
under
Oh,
the.
these?
Yeah.
Tambourine.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. What's
Hello,
all going on here then?
Dude, how you doing?
Simon.
How are you? Alright.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, brother.
You think
How
you're still
are you?
in?
Yeah.
You think you're still in Turkey? Yeah.
You know, I'm back. I was here Thursday.
Yeah.
weren't I?
Yeah.
You alright?
Yeah.
You alright?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing there, Rich. Nothing there at all. I didn't realise Christian was on his show.
Mm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah.
So
Chris
we'll
is
have
on
to
it.
go somewhere else and
Mhm.
chat.
Yep. So Jim's going to be doing 6 to 8 on a Saturday.
Brilliant. Okay.
Thanks, Simon.
Perfect. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, 6 to 8.
if Richard's okay, it's
Yeah,
okay
good.
by me, you know.
Get rid of weekend anthems. I don't like that. So, I mean, what I'm trying to do, you see, is get rid of all the pre-recorded content that's
Yes,
there.
of course.
Yeah,
Mm.
much better.
Good.
So,
Really,
yeah,
when's he starting?
Well, he needs to
That'll
have a
be-
go on the desk, really. He needs some help with,
yeah, but if you, I mean,
sorting it all
I
out.
would say start in June.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Beginning
just
of
u-
June.
Yeah, just use.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
first
so
week in
use-
Well,
June.
that's brilliant because
Yeah.
I can
Got a
come,
few weeks.
Well,
yeah, and get used to it all
Exactly.
and learn and get trained
Exactly.
up,
Yes.
and then I'll be ready, won't I,
Yeah.
to deliver a proper thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
So-
Richard mention
well-
to you that we can't really use the CDs? You've got to.
Yeah.
Yes, but he's got round that for me.
Oh, has he?
He's so nicely said, if you do a playlist, I'll sort it for you. Isn't that nice?
Oh, right.
Really is nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Richard.
Yeah, but obviously, eventually, you can download your own playlist and put it on when you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
because it's just like you. How many songs have we got on the database, Richard? There's quite a few, and what we haven't got, Richard can download for you anyway. So if there's some obscure ones. Or,
Yeah, well, there's lots
There's
of
going to be a
them.
lot of
So,
But Jimmy's like me, he's not particularly, he doesn't have a computer. Well, I've got a computer,
Yeah.
but he doesn't use computers or,
right.
you know, he's not on social network or anything like that on socials.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, very old school.
Yeah.
But he'll be fine. He's
No,
had a
no,
look
no,
at the, he's
yeah.
had a little go on the desk. so-
Brilliant.
I like one hit wonders as well.
Cool.
I've got a stack of them.
Yeah.
You know.
No, it'll be great.
Uh-huh.
Put my glasses so.
Yeah, so we've got 27,000 songs.
So
Well, you got
Wow.
20,000, didn't you, Reece, last year? You got 20
Oh.
or 30,000.
yeah.
So that's just the music. Yeah, 27,000 songs. So if you can't, that's what I keep telling people. If you can't find something in all that lot,
There's something wrong with you, ain't
exactly.
there?
I mean, people come in here and say, you know, I can't find anything to play. Like there's 27,000 songs in there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Exactly.
the other nice thing about the computer, which is obviously what we didn't have, you know, so you might have noticed for this second hour. I mean, the first hour of my show on Sunday, I select, you know, I put in the top 10. But the second hour, I just leave it to the computer. It's told to pick random songs from the 90s, and I just let it play. So
Okay, yeah, that's a good way of doing it, isn't it?
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, if every hour, if you look down and say every hour it's selected music, and then what most people do is they'll just come in and, you know, play what's on. You know, they may drag a few things in. You know, you put your stop markers in.
Yeah, I make a lot of work for myself really by doing them all, putting them all in.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to do it a bit more bespoke.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, people do that. I mean,
But that is there to just, if you
Exactly.
do want to just let it go, you just say,
Yeah.
oh, and now we've got
I mean,
Mary
that-
Carpenter.
yeah, because it is called Play Assist for a reason. It assists you with the show.
Mhm,
Yeah, you let the computer work for you, not you work for the computer.
mhm.
Can I just ask, you know, when you played, well, I don't know if you did, I don't know if the computer put it on, because it was one of my 90s tracks from Ipso Facto. And I was in Ipso Facto with Phil Costa,
Hmm.
and it played Calling Her Name, I think it was, one of our tracks, which was the B-side of,
Yeah, probably
Of love
would
to
have.
make you feel
Yeah,
so
probably
happy.
would have put that in.
oh right, okay.
Yeah. Or it might. What?
But did you know it was one of my
Oh, yeah,
tracks? That's what I was
yeah,
asking.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
nice.
have
Thank
you got
you.
the bank account so you can set the standing order up?
Yes, sir.
Brilliant. Okay, so obviously if we set the standing order up from June,
Okay.
from when your first show starts,
Yeah.
and then everybody has a standing order, and it's only £20 a month, but obviously it helps towards the running of
It
the
does, yeah.
station and all
So
that
the
good
first
stuff.
Saturday in June is the first.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's June the 1th.
Yes.
Yeah.
My big
Yeah.
showdown. Great.
That's a nice.
Mhm.
That's a nice number.
What was the time again you're doing? Sorry.
6 to 8.
6
PM.
to 8.
Yes.
Oh, brilliant. So 2 hour slot, isn't it?
Mhm.
Do you want my bank details to take now?
Well, no, you have to set it up. You
Oh.
have to create a standing order.
I'll
Do
give
you
you
have
all
to
the
do that?
Yes.
I'll give him the details.
Yeah,
of the account.
Do you know our account? Oh,
Yeah,
of
'cause
course
I
you do.
pay.
Of course you do. Yeah, of course you do, yeah. So what, I've been working in the garden for the last couple of hours helping Gaynor.
You look a bit sun-kissed.
I have. We've been doing all the garden. We've
It
bought a
affected
load of
your eyes a
plants.
little bit.
Obviously, I've changed since, but I've been digging plants and putting plants in and stuff.
I thought it was Billy Idol when you walked in, mate.
Are we going online? Are you going?
In a bit.
No, I like your hair, it's
Cool,
cool.
thank
Looks
you.
good.
Yeah.
But you're looking sun-kissed anyway because you've just come back from Turkey.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I've just booked to go back again in September for another 2 weeks. I'm bringing Andy with me
Oh, are you?
because he's.
You want to bring anybody else? Got any gigs over there? We can do? So many. Yeah, okay.
There we go. Bit of OMC. Haven't heard that one for a long time. How bizarre. Yeah, how bizarre. I've not heard that one. Right. That's just about it from me for today. Tristan will be on the way next at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Remember, text and WhatsApp 07858 127 186. I'll see you on Monday. Until then, take care.
We're going in a minute. We're going downstairs because there's another live show, so I don't really want to sit here talking with Tristan. Richard was expecting us.
I don't think I've ever even met Tristan.
Is Tristan actually coming in?
Yes.
Oh, it's Tristan. I thought it was Simon who was on next.
No.
No, I'm the direct managing
Yes.
director.
Simon Kudas, that's you, isn't it?
Tristan.
Widas, I beg your pardon.
Tristan.
Mhm.
That's my offshore bank account name you just said. I don't know where you got that from.
Yeah, see if I can get us all in. No, I can't. Rich, just stand up a minute. Because I just
Stand up.
wanted,
Oh, you can't see me. Hang on.
I just wanted us in for
See if I go here.
Pigeons first.
Problem is we're all too big.
There you go. There we go, his first time in. Welcome in.
Yeah, thank you.
That's good.
Thank you all so much.
Right.
Well done.
Oh,
That's close enough.
I'm really,
Okay.
really pleased.
I will see you next one. So I'll see.
Right.
Bless you. Nice to meet you. You're a lovely guy. And thanks for all your help this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And see you soon, hopefully.
You will, yeah. And if you want to pop down,
So yes,
I'm
sort
in
out one
Tuesday.
of Richard's shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I come on Tuesday just
Yeah.
to sit and watch?
Absolutely,
What time?
I'm in from 1 o'clock,
Right.
but you'll see the weekday show is totally different to this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Completely
and I think
different.
that'd be good, but also
Yeah.
because I've got guests in doing live
Mm.
music, it's not ideal. I prefer my guests some of them don't like other people in,
Yeah.
which is fair enough,
Yeah.
you know. But I'll see who we can get you in with. But we've got a
Okay.
few weeks.
Okay.
I'll see you Thursday.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Nothing you need to bring to my
No.
attention. That thing's been delivered. But
Right.
the thing is, when you pull that out and put the headphone in, it's still doing it. So I don't
Yeah.
actually think that it's that.
No, it was the headphones.
It's the headphones.
Yeah.
Oh, you've mended them, have you?
I have.
Oh, well done. So
Yeah.
that other
Yeah.
thing's coming can be
Yeah.
a spare, can't
Yeah.
it?
Old head. It was the
I
headphone
did say I
cable.
was going to
So
buy
sorry.
some new
Is
headphones.
there anything we can do about the buzzing? Because it really does sound crap.
Yeah.
On
Get
when
rid
you
of the
listen
bees,
to
and
the
they've got the
music.
beehive in there.
Yeah.
No, it does. It's such a
thought about
shame.
it.
It ruins it. A few
Mm.
people have said about it. It actually puts people off from listening.
I don't
You know, when you're talking,
Yeah.
whoever's on the main mic, because I think Rich said he thinks it's to do with the feedback on the speakers, but surely there's got to be
Yeah,
something that we can do.
I did try with that microphone. If you don't open the fader all the way, it doesn't appear.
Yeah, but then sometimes you can't hear sometimes you need the fader. If they're talking like you, Rich,
Yeah.
you're being funny.
Where they're talking about, yeah.
It's
Maybe
it's
just, if you get them to sit a bit closer so they're like right
it's
up
very
to it.
easy
Mm.
saying
Yeah.
these things, but when you've got somebody who's not maybe really listening,
Yeah.
or it's very, very
Right.
difficult. Like you want your guests to be comfortable as well. That's why I was saying
Oh, yeah.
about the headphones having an extension, because
Mm.
a lot of them couldn't wear the headphones because they didn't reach before, which now they
Yeah.
do.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just something I just wanted to bring to the attention of. These are messages I'm getting.
Oh, yeah.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah.
This is what I'm getting feedback on. Great show.
Yeah.
Shame about the buzzing.
Yes.
Sounds a bit
Mm.
shit. Sounds a bit cheap. You know.
Yeah.
these are what other people are saying, and we
Well,
don't want that.
you'll have a look into it. won't
I
you,
will.
Richard?
Yeah.
All right then.
Bless
I
you.
can try a few things.
Thank you. See you
Thanks
later,
again, Rich.
Yeah.
See you Tuesday,
Yep.
if that's okay for me to
It-
pop
it-
What
along.
time
it
do you
is,
go
yeah.
on Tuesday?
1 o'clock it
Yep.
starts. Is that
So
okay?
you'll know
It
where
is.
to
Yeah.
come, so I'll
Fine.
give him the code and everything,
Yep.
because I won't be able to come up on
Oh, no.
Tuesday.
That's
All right,
fine.
Jim, I'll sort
Yeah.
that.
Thanks, Rich.
Richard,
No
thank you so
problem.
much. We'll speak to
Okay.
you soon, sweetheart.
You will.
See you, Richard. Thank you.
Very good. And peace. There we are, you see. And that's what happens with a full studio. Oh dear. Right. And that is it for me. Right. Oh yeah, we've gone over the 2 hours, haven't we? Okay. Right, I will hope you enjoyed that. It's probably a bit more of an insight there into what goes on when other presenters come in. It does get a bit chaotic because as radio presenters, we never shut up. Now we're just training someone new, you see. So you got to learn about the internal workings of a radio station, the things that a lot of people don't really see. You know, that how we train other presenters onto the system anyway. I think I've been here long enough. I will see you all next week. And log out of there. Yeah, so we've got 2 minutes before I need to go. Right, yep, so I will see you all next week. We'll call this to a close. And I will see you around. I remember this will be available to watch back. Might be interesting to watch. I might watch this one back actually and just see how chaotic it sounded when it was okay. Always like having people coming in here to speak to. Right, okay. I'll see you all next week. Look out for some more reactions coming up as well. I'll get some of those up and running, and you'll probably see me around on other lives. Okay,